Okay, so we're gonna go over here to my little pea bed, and as you can see right here, there's kind of an empty spot. These ones kind of died because I incorrectly put these T-posts in before I was ready to like put up this trellis, the cattle panels, for the peas to climb on, and so I was kind of like moving stuff around, and we have damages, see? So that's why it's always really great to like, and she's joining me, my little sweetness. That's why it's always good to have extras. So here, I have grown some other snap peas, and we're gonna replace this area with them. I am also going to put some pea plants in my strawberry bed. Strawberries love nitrogen. Pea plants give off nitrogen, so we're gonna put some in here. I put a few in there earlier, but they didn't grow very well and they got attacked by bugs. And I think that's mostly because they didn't grow up over all this other foliage that's here, so they didn't get enough sunlight. All right, so this week is tree week, and my landlord said that I can plant my fig tree in one of his beds. So a fig tree will be added to the property to replace some trees that had been blown over by a past storm. I think this is a Cadota fig, and I bought it from a friend like 4 or 5 years ago, maybe 6 years ago. So I've been growing it for a while. It grows pretty fast, but Sweetness has something to say. What do you have to say, Sweetness? Tell me about it. Sing me the song of your people. This fig has definitely outgrown its pot and it's ready to plant. Okay, I'm gonna introduce you to my tomato bed, or where my tomatoes are going to go. Ta-da, right here. This is a volunteer tomato that came with some of the compost that I put in here to grow something else. This is one little one that I was growing. It's the biggest one so far, and I still have more to plant, but I'm gonna wait for them to get a little bit bigger. I'm also growing some basil in pots, but I also spread some basil seeds here. So, and I also spread some nasturtium and marigold. So hopefully I'll have something to look forward to when I get back from this festival that I'm going to in a couple days. Nasturtium and marigold are good for keeping pests away from tomatoes, so they make a really good companion plant for tomatoes, and the nasturtium leaves make a really good ingredient to pesto. You should try it. And then of course basil. I have to have basil for pesto. I'm going to grow a lot in this bed, as much as I can. Okay, so here I am thinning my mixed greens bed. I put too many seeds in one place, so now I have to go back and thin them. What I'm doing is selecting some that are excelling above the rest. So I'm looking at the taller, more leafy seedlings, and I'm snipping all these slow-growing, shorter seedlings. A lot of them look really happy and healthy, but I don't want to keep too much in close proximity because they're going to grow up and need space. And now a little cutscene to my Sweetness chasing bugs and keeping me company in the garden. She's not fat, she's just made of fluff, and I brush her about every day. May the fluff be with you. Here's me planting some sweet Italian basil seeds from Adaptive Seeds. They're located in Sweet Home, Oregon. When planting basil, put 6 or so seeds in the hole because basil grows really well in clusters. And now we're in the beginning of June. We have some lettuces filling out. The green one, I believe, is Florence, and the red variety, I think, is Rosita. I don't remember. But then we have some Brussels sprouts on the corners. We also have some tot soy, a frilly mustard variety, and kale. And the empty spaces in the bed are spaces I didn't get around to filling. I am already harvesting chunky bags for my neighbors weekly. I'm super proud of my mixed greens bed, and I definitely wouldn't be able to eat this all by myself, so I'm really glad to have neighbors that I can share with. My strawberries aren't happy, but I did get some fruit from them. Take a look at these beautiful gems. My peas are looking very good though, giving it a little taste test. Nom 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 nom. And some more cat spam. Isn't she precious? My little floofykins. Garden cutie. You little garden kitty? Yeah, little garden kitty. Alright, here we are observing a vegan in her garden environment. Slowly approaching her target, she opens her mouth and takes a test bite, masticating the foliage of her yield, pleased and satisfied. Alright, here's a little clip of me steaming some of those mixed grains. Gosh, they're so yummy. I hope that you are all having success in your gardens this year. May your gardens be rich and plentiful and prosperous, nutrient-dense, resilient, and agrochemical-free. May they gift you with a long and healthy life full of energy and satisfaction. Share with your neighbors, take care of each other, live long and prosper.